How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another No Funds Racing Channel video. Today we are on part 3 of the mini bike rebuild. As you probably maybe remember if you watched the last video, put new bars on. The first video was kind of just getting started, got the engine kind of mocked in here, which I finally did get a bolt for the bottom there, wherever that is. This video, I'm probably going to be kind of button up a couple things because I've still been kind of, it's kind of new to me here how these little Chinese engines work. Because it's like I got some parts, but I've still been kind of on the hunt for certain other parts I'm pretty sure I thought I had around here. But today I want to get the carburetor and stuff on, and then maybe kind of look into the clutch setup a little bit. What I got to do there, because I have a clutch cable lingering around somewhere. Actually, down there. Just found it. So we're going to kind of see about that and go from there. But follow along, and then if you enjoy, remember to subscribe, like, comment, all the nonsense that I'm sure everybody knows how to do on YouTube nowadays. But let's follow along. So pretty much what I'm doing first here is I'm kind of getting this little like intake plenum right here bolted onto the engine. I noticed on this the bolt pattern on the engine side versus the carburetor side is different, so just kind of make sure you pay attention. The paper style gasket goes down on the engine side, and then there's a rubber gasket with an O-ring actually for the carburetor side, so just kind of pay attention. I did also too, I went back on my eBay because I bought this from eBay. This whole kit was $265, so it's pretty inexpensive. And like I said, these are kind of meant to fit in, I think, like the small like CRF 110 engine, bikes and anything in that realm. So if you guys got anything that's kind of like that you blew up the engine on, this is an inexpensive option, I think, for that. So we're just kind of moving along. Like I said, this gasket, it's got an O-ring in there. Be careful, don't forget that. This is like a plastic kind of dealio here. Carburetor's just like a standard style carburetor, nothing too crazy. I did notice it's kind of nice though that they put these little nuts right there that are kind of just held in for you. But yeah, I kind of gotta figure out how this gets hooked up and everything like that, because I really haven't messed with carburetors too much like this, kind of from nothing. So it's all just a learning experience for me. But yeah, it's all fun. Just trying to get this all together. And tighten up this carburetor. It does come with all the bolts and everything, like to hook all this stuff up, and so that makes it pretty slick and easy. Kind of the biggest thing, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. There was like some short bolts for the intake. I'm just calling this like the intake manifold. And then there was like medium-sized bolts for the carburetor itself. And then it comes with the bolts, I'm pretty sure, for this cover that goes on this side that hides all this. And then there's a cover over here on the clutch side that gets covered up too. So, like I said, it's pretty much comes with everything. I'll have to do a little bit of research on kind of hooking up the fuel to this thing. Also too, I did figure out that this is a 12-volt system on this bike, which is really sweet. I gotta buy like a little, I'm gonna try to buy, it's like, they're called like anti-gravity batteries or something like that. They're supposed to be really light, and they're literally like smaller than your cell phone. So that's gonna be pretty sweet. And there's some other things I gotta buy for this stuff too. I'm just kind of trying to get the stuff that I do have now put together. That way I'm just really still making progress. So all this is coming out really cool. It's almost self-explanatory, really, if you're mechanical in any kind of mean, to put this all together. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I got a little filter that's going to go on this thing. The only problem is I got to kind of shove it on there because it's pretty tight. I don't know if it's going to fit. I just kind of want something on there that way. Well, that's junked because it just ripped. Golly. Chinese stuff, man. It will get you. Oh, I'll figure something out. Alright, whatever. I'll just put a piece of tape over it for now. We'll just close this cheek. On here is I am just kind of installing some of the stuff on the handlebars here. That way I kind of know where things need to route, because I'm going to have to route my throttle cable from here, which I kind of maybe was going to use the stock one, but I don't know. I might just buy a new one, route it down to the carb. I'm installing this clutch lever right now. This is just like an eBay, or this, I think it's Amazon, I don't remember. Whatever, like 2-finger clutch. Like I said, I still got to get some grips for this thing, so I'm just going to kind of install it on there loosely, because pretty much I might need to move it again. Kind of that's how everything is right now. Like, you know, everything, once I get kind of everything like hooked up, I'll have to fine tune it, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of usually how stuff is anyway. I'm just kind of putting it on there, that way I get rough ideas of where things need to go. Because there's a kill switch for this that I got installed over here on this side, but I'm also gonna have to put a brake lever for the front brakes, unless I just don't run front brakes for now. It's not like I'm really gonna be riding this thing on the road, so I'm not like terribly worried about it. But yeah, so there we go. It's on there. I don't know. I kind of been just kind of trying to brainstorm a little bit of where everything needs to go, because this is like some of the wiring that it gives you. But like I said, see, here's a kill switch. Like, that's gonna have to go up here. Either I'll put it over there or over here. I might just put it over here because there might be more room on this side to put it over here, unless I just like route it over here. But then, like this wiring, I gotta be able to run it however it needs to go. This little harness will plug into here, and I'm not sure exactly what these two are. This is like probably a ground, maybe, I'm assuming. And then this goes into like your like CDI box, and then this plugs into the kill switch. So I'm just kind of trying to brainstorm where everything goes on this thing, because, you know, like I said, it's pretty universal, so I'm just kind of trying to eyeball things. Like, there's some stock wiring up here that I'm honestly not even really worried about, but I might route some stuff in under the seat here, because you can get to it from up in here. But yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to brainstorm, figure out where everything needs to go, because I'm not fully for sure yet. I might look into getting this clutch cable kind of put on, routed. Again, everything's pretty much from Amazon. An Amazon special here. Looks ridiculously long for what I need, but we shall see, because this will go into this side. And then, yeah, it might be that long, but yeah, we'll just see from here. I'm not terribly sure how this all goes and how this all works. Actually, I don't know. I'm just guessing, to be honest with you guys. I'm going to show you real quick what I did to get the clutch cable on here, because I'm sure you probably saw in the last clip that I was like, I don't know, I was just kind of brainstorming how it needed to happen, because like originally this bike didn't come with a clutch, which really is not that big of a deal, because really the line is just, you know, I can route it wherever I need to. But I was just trying to see with the little hold down and kind of how the clutch cable was set up, how I kind of wanted to run it to where it's not going to be like completely in the way, or it's not going to bind up, and also to kind of how it works in the you know, the engine case, because there is like a little hold down for it. And so I'll kind of show you guys here how I routed it. Like I said, everything's right now like rough rendition of kind of how things are going to be, because I'm sure as I go along, there's going to be things that are going to change or need to kind of move or whatever the case may be. So I'm kind of just trying to get things kind of mocked together to get a rough idea, and then kind of go from there. So pretty much what I did here is the clutch cable on the engine side. I need to take, because there's two nuts right here, there's a bigger one and a smaller one. I need to take these off and then put like one on either side. That way this clutch kind of like doesn't just lean in there like that. Other than that, it hooks to this bracket right here. So when you pull on the clutch, it just lifts it up. And then routed it up here. This bracket I have on loose. It just kind of held some wires, but I'm going to kind of use it to hold the clutch cable. And then it comes up here, and I don't know, I might kind of like, you know, kind of somehow put it out of the way there, and then it just comes up into the clutch lever. So it's pretty easy, self-explanatory, nothing too crazy. Kind of this is all learning, and so like I'm kind of brainstorming on the fly of where everything needs to go, because like I said, I mean, this is kind of a different setup than how it was stock, so I'm kind of just trying to see everything I need and then kind of go from there. But so far, like, I'm pretty kind of stoked, because like every time I work on this thing, it's like it just comes further and further along, and I'm just ready to ride it, to be honest with you. I'm ready to hear it fire up. I'm ready to hear it fire up. So basically, up to this point, I've kind of gotten, I got the clutch cable kind of like mocked in there pretty good. I got the carburetor on, the little horn that goes right here, whatever you want to call it, the intake manifold. I got so this is like your little ignition coil right here. So I'm kind of trying to now mount that. I kind of want to put it maybe like the stock one kind of goes up into the frame here. So I think I might try to do something in that realm, just kind of keep it out of the way. So I'm trying to do that, but there's a bunch of old wiring in here I just don't need anymore, because I'm not going to be using it for anything like that, and like the old battery and all that junk. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and I'm going to start removing that, get it out of there just to get it out of my way. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to get this little ignition coil to kind of mount up in there somehow. I don't know how yet, but you know, problems for another time kind of deal. And then yeah, we'll just go from there. I'm just slowly kind of taking all the pieces and kind of getting them routed where they need to go. So that's kind of my main thing. Like this wiring and stuff like that will have to kind of get shoved wherever it needs to go and done with whatever it needs to get done with. That way I can put this cover on. I gotta put the chain on right here, which I'm pretty sure the stock one will work. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't looked into it yet. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I know this video's kind of been all over the place today, but I'm kind of just like messing with a bunch of fiddling with a little stuff, you know, kind of just trying to get all my pieces and parts and all my ducks in a row, pretty much is what I'm doing. Because I'm going to get this, I want to get this just running to a point of being able to see it run, work, function, and everything like that. And then as time goes on, I'll probably pretty up some stuff. Like, I'd like to kind of get rid of this headlight, maybe put like some like little LED thing or something up there, and then just kind of, you know, go from there. Just make it cool, keep making it cool as I go along. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get this wiring and all this junk removed, and then so just to let you guys know, on these little CT70s, the old ignition coil is one of the most pain in the rear things that you'll ever have to do, because it's shoved in here, and there's 2 nuts, and that, you know, while I had the engine out, if I would have really, I guess, seen what was going on, would have been way easier. But with the engine, you have to like stick a wrench in here and like your fingers and kind of like, yeah, try to take that all out. So don't need that anymore. I don't know, I'm still kind of trying to figure out where I want to put this new ignition coil, because I can always extend these wires, that's fine, but I'm trying to see like if I want to like make it where the coil's kind of out in the open, a little bit easier to get to, or if I want to you know, kind of hide it up in here. To be honest with you, I kind of want to put it out in the open, just that way it's easy to get to, in case something were to go wrong, because the fuel tank sits on top of, or sits in here, and like it would be on top to where, you know, if I got to get to that for some reason, it might be a little easier just to make it to where it's more out in the open. So we're going to kind of see about that. I'm going to do some more brainstorming on some of this stuff. I'm probably going to end this video here, maybe a little bit shorter. I just wanted to give you guys updates and kind of show you that, you know, some of the next steps I've been taking on this. I know it's kind of taking a little bit longer, but I've just been kind of trying to work on this in my little, like my spare time that I get. And plus too, like I said, you know, this isn't like a direct bolt in. It's pretty much ready to kind of like run, but it's more or less like I'm just kind of trying to kind of figure out my best options for everything, because I want to try to make it, you know, look pretty decent and work really well. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you do like this. You know, I know it's a little bit slower moving of a project, you know, and it's not like a big wow factors, but when it's running and riding, that's what's going to be really exciting. So you guys have a great day and go out and work on something.